Hey, you guys. Today I want to talk about how to trust your intuition, especially in like big business decisions or decisions that you have decided are really important. So, how to trust your intuition or how to let your intuition be your guide without being like a full-blown psychic, right? Without being someone who considers themselves highly intuitive. So if you've read any business book, right, you or biographies of famous entrepreneurs, you've no doubt come across this notion, right, that with big business decisions, go with your gut, right? Trust your intuition. The problem with that for a lot of us is, how do we trust it? How do we trust our gut? Is this what my gut's really telling me? Is this indigestion, right? Or if you're someone who's highly spiritual, right? Is that God's voice or is that my voice? Is that what I want to hear? So I'm going to give you two pretty simple methods to help you trust your intuition, even if you are not psychic. So I'm Carrie Roldan. I'm known as the Business BFF. I offer intuitive guidance for entrepreneurs, and I help entrepreneurs let their higher selves run their businesses. And that may sound like a scary thing, but if it doesn't, right? If it sounds amazing, then we ought to connect, because when you let your higher self run your business, amazing, miraculous things happen. But the best thing that happens when you're able to do that, right, is the ease comes. You trust yourself, you trust your intuition, you feel confident and at peace in your business. And that's what I want for you. So let me give you these two simple ways that you can learn to trust your intuition. So the first is something called the yes-no technique. And I learned this from my friend Rachel Archelaus. But I've used it in various ways with various people throughout my life. But it's about listening to your body wisdom. So the yes-no technique takes the fact that your body is an antenna, right? Your body is a transmitter and a receiver. It's a communication device with God, your higher self, source energy, whatever it is that you call that. Your body is the communication device. And so you can trust the responses that your body gets when you ask a question. So if you've got something going on in your business and you want to get a yes, no answer, or in your life in general, and you want to get a yes or no answer, there's a really simple technique to do it. So first you need to know, what does your body do for a yes? So if you want to play along with me, you can just put your feet on the ground, take a deep breath. Go ahead and get grounded and ask your body, what does a yes feel like? Now, I instantly get a response. If you don't, you can trust, you can go to think about the best feeling, right? Like go to your happy place. What does that feel like? That's your yes. And you can also, and you do the same thing for a no, so we can get calm. Take a deep breath. Say, body, what does a no feel like? And you probably got a response. If you didn't get a response, right, go to the feeling of like what doesn't feel good in your body, right? So you can think about something that went really wrong. That's what a no feels like. So for some people, you ask your body and you get a sensation, like some people get a buzzing in their ears or a sensation in their throat or maybe in their feet even. For me, a yes feels like an opening in my chest. It feels warm. It feels like it's rising up from my heart. And a no feels like sinking in. It's a dropping into my gut, right? A no tends to feel, it's not like anxiety, but there's a heaviness to it, right? But everybody gets their own response. But just think about, basically, a yes is going to feel good. It's going to cause you to smile. A no is probably going to feel less good. And it can be that simple. So any big question you've got going on, you can use that yes-no technique to trust yourself, to trust your intuition. So I've got something going on right now that I really want to be a yes to. Like I really want to be a yes to. but I keep checking in and asking myself, is this the best move for me right now in my business? And I get a no. And the reason that is so important to trust is because I'm feeling anxiety around, I'm feeling a no around it, but I wanted it to be a yes so bad. So when I got calm and centered and asked, I got a no. And that no doesn't mean forever, right? It means it's not the best next move for me this red hot minute right now. And I'll be able to find out the reason for that in the days and weeks that follow, right? Because your higher self, your intuition, it can see around the corners, right? It can see things that you can't. It knows things that are coming down the pike that you can't see. So there you go. That's number one, how you can trust your intuition. And number two, I'm actually going to send you, I'm going to give you a link to go somewhere else. So number two is something called intuitive art. So if you've never done intuitive art before, it is amazing. So I'm going to explain the process and I'm going to give you a link to go to. If you go to carryrolldon.com/intuitive art, it'll take you to actually a free intuitive art class where you can learn the technique. But it's such a fast and easy way to, when you have more complex questions than just yes or no, like for instance, you have a question, what's the fastest way for me to reach my business goal this year? Or what's the fastest way, what's the best business model for me to follow? What's the fastest way for me to, get to $100,000 in my business in the next 6 months? If you have a very specific question like that, you can use intuitive art to help you get the answer. So quickly how it works is that you bypass your brain and you let your higher self, your intuition, speak through your hand. You actually close your eyes and draw. And when you open your eyes, you'll have the answer. So that may sound a little out there, a little weird, but I have taught this technique over and over again. And people continue to be blown away at just how easy it is to get an answer that they trust, right? That looking at what they've drawn, they get their ahas. So there you go, 2 techniques. One is the yes-no technique, is learning to trust your body with simple yes-no questions. And the other one is using a technique called intuitive art. I use the Archelaus method of intuitive art, and the link to the free intuitive art class is carryrolldon.com/intuitive art, and I will put it in all the places. So hope that's helpful for you guys. If it is, leave a comment, go ahead and share, and I'll see you the next time.